Alrighty, so this is DC We the People News. One more time at it. Alrighty? I'm not an attorney, not giving legal advice, okay? This is educational purposes only. Okay, do your own research. So, in this case right here, I know all the things I say over a period of time, right? I actually think this is a good idea. This is an app for attorneys, which Luster and Rhode Island came up with, and it seems to be working pretty good. This is first video I've seen in them, but it kind of clearly shows you some things. Okay. Now that being said, we have a tendency to speak way too much. So having an attorney in present may help ease some people. Now, for me, on the other hand, I may or may not use the attorney as a witness for me, right? Because I may take a totally different standing than the average people, right? When I speak of, or let me see if I can get this a little bit better, okay? Because I'm gonna still challenge everything because I don't want to bow down, right? Good or bad, I'll take it. But I want to witness when the officer may or may not come and attack me. And have an attorney present at the said case be a really good witness for my courts, right? Or for my claims or anything that may arise from the deal, right? we talked about, in the state of Texas, it's a crime. Every ticket is a crime. So so as soon as them lights come on, you're under custodial arrest. Okay? So since I know I'm under custodial arrest, right? Now I'm gonna invoke all my rights. I don't particularly see the reason to actually just vote for it. I'll invoke the fifth. I'm going to invoke all of them, right? Because even my First Amendment's involved in this, right? I'm allowed to speak and I'm allowed to shut up. The Fifth Amendment does not grant me that. The First Amendment grants me that as well. I'm allowed to speak and I'm allowed to shut up. Same as the Fifth Amendment. So the Fifth and First Amendment actually kind of coincides with one another in that area. So I'm still going to invoke the First Amendment with my Fifth Amendment. If I have a right to speak, I have a right to shut up. Right? Free speech. That being said, since I know it's a crime, now I'm going to, invoke all my rights, but especially at the time, Fourth Amendment. You know, uh, do you have a warrant to be able to see my license, insurance, registration? Well, no. I don't need one. Okay. So I'm going to invoke the Fifth Amendment, right? So, are you going to use this against me in a court of law? Yes or no, officer? Well, now he's bound, right? Well, I have a right to counsel during any questioning. So, as soon as he pulls me over, I am allowed to have counsel right then and there because it's a criminal offense. It's still crime. It's under the criminal codes. All right? 543 specifically says I'm under arrest. So right from the start, I have a right to counsel. Period. Okay, now there's a quasi-contract mixed in all this, but I'm going to use the criminal part just because it really starts my invoking my rights right off the top, and I could kind of brush the quasi-contract off to the side. All right, so this way, and I'm taking a long time on this, but I want to clearly define the reason why I particularly would use it for me. But if I get nervous because I know the cop may be a bad cop, it'd still be good for her to be there, and I may play along to get along to keep the officer at ease. I may go ahead and just keep my mouth shut, handing my license, my insurance and registration, all that kind of stuff. I may go ahead and play along with that if I know you got to test these officers. How far are they going to go by their personality? Okay. All right.
It just happened. He was pretty quick in getting out of his car.
Okay.
Did you not know I was going to pull you over?
Hi, I'm Attorney Giovanna Delgado.
I got that, but I'm dealing with you. Do you know what speed limit is?
Ma'am, you
Sir, this is my prayer.
don't need to answer any questions.
I'm talking to you. I am talking to you as a driver. Again, she's not the one driving.
He didn't want to talk very long once he figured out you were my lawyer.
Do you speak English? Ma'am, does he speak English?
He does speak English, sir.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. A viewer submitted this video after being pulled over for the alleged offense of speeding. Immediately after being pulled over, he used our Attorney Shield app to request legal assistance. The trooper had exited his vehicle immediately and began speaking with the driver just seconds prior to connecting to one of our attorneys. She immediately takes over for the driver, informing him, his passenger, and the officer that no questions will be answered. The look on the trooper's face is priceless.
Did you not know I was going to pull you over?
Hi, I'm Attorney Giovanna Delgado. Hey,
Welcome to Greek Tea, where with the Greek and tea.
I got that, but I'm dealing with you. Do you speak English or do you need an interpreter? Okay, so here's the deal. I have you moving at a high rate of speed. Do you know what speed limit is?
ma'am,
Sir, this is my prayer.
you don't need to answer any questions.
I'm talking to you. Is this your driver's license? Is this not your driver's license? Did you choose that to talk to me this time?
Sir, you do not have to answer any questions asked by the police. You have a right, constitutional right protecting you from
I have you speeding. I have you moving at a high rate of speed. I have you on camera. It's up to you on whether you want to. I will suggest next time that when you do see lights, don't cut over right away. Let's give traffic a little bit of time, and then let's move all the way over to the shoulder, shall we? All right, so I have you at 77 and 60, and you're going to be receiving a citation for that today. Thank you.
Do you remember a recent video featuring the twins?
Your dash cam cut me off. I'm cutting you off. If you're any kind of pro-law enforcement, why would you not let...
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut across this if you guys want to see that. The main thing is about the attorney present. All right. Let's see here. There we go.
Like the twins suggest.
Bro, you were rolling for a minute. Like, our lights were on for a good 10, 15 seconds.
So
Usually that's a pursuit, man. Like, no shit.
People would put that out in the reason because that's what our job sucked, dude. It's
We
so
thought
you're
you were
gonna
gonna
take
take
off
off
on
on
us.
us,
Like, people constantly keep going.
Either way, you're sure to get a speaking to about it, especially if you don't have legal representation. The trooper now returns to his cruiser to write a citation, during which our viewer speaks with the attorney.
Hi, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Sorry we didn't get connected quicker.
No, it just happened. He was pretty quick in getting out of his car.
Okay. Because someone else is in the car with you, like, this isn't a protected communication, but I just want you to know that you have rights to not answer questions, which it seems like you do know that because you weren't answering the officer's questions. It seems like this should be a pretty quick traffic stop.
Yeah, he didn't want to talk very long once he figured out you were my lawyer.
Yeah, that usually happens. I could tell he was trying to ask questions of you and get you to kind of admit your guilt. So, good job not giving him anything.
Yep, that's what you're for.
I just want to give you a quick safety reminder. Try not to make any sudden movements in the car, like anything that could be perceived as a threat by the officer.
Yep. Here, put that in there. Those in there. Here, lock it too.
What's this?
Yep. How long you been doing this? Are you an actual lawyer, certified? and everything?
Yeah, I'm an attorney. But this service is pretty new, so I've only been doing it for about 2 months.
Right. Yep. That's when I got the actual app.
What did he say he pulled you over for?
Speeding 77 in a whatever 60.
Okay.
He didn't even even ask for my insurance. He's more distracted with you. That's all right here in the pamphlet you guys give out.
Yeah.
I didn't give that. Here's the folder. I got the.
All your documents ready?
Yep. He didn't even ask for that. He was so flustered. He's getting pissed for some reason.
Yeah. Cops don't like attorneys, but that's like one of the main benefits of the service is just having the attorney's presence there. It usually changes the officer's demeanor.
Yeah, that's all I got you guys, so I don't have to talk to him.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, he didn't want to talk very long. Usually they want to sit here and have a full conversation with you.
He was trying to get you to admit to speeding or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. They do it all the time.
Yeah.
They're bullshit tactics.
That's the whole point of them trying to talk to you and ask you questions. So,
Yep.
to know your rights.
When you don't say anything, they just get pissed.
Yeah.
This is the first time I had to use this.
Yeah. It's a service you hope to not use often.
Yep. I got the holiday speeding ticket, I guess. Here it comes.
Okay.
Alright, do you speak English? Ma'am, does he speak English?
He does speak English, sir.
Alright, you understand English? That's all I need to know. Alright, here's your driver's license back. So why after using me a citation for 77 and 60, I bet his phone number to the former call. If you wish to contest, have a court date, otherwise they'll let you know how to take care of it. I understand you're not paying attention to me at this time. I'm going to just assume that all the information on here, because you're not talking to me, is correct as far as where you do live. So I'm going to need you to take this from me, and then you do need to get off the video chat while you're driving in the state of Minnesota because you can't be on an electrical device like that, okay? So if there's any questions, you do need to take this from me, sir.
And I have to say, we'll pause right here. If in fact she wasn't on there and he challenged it, he would be one of them officers who would push it further, right? So we got to learn these particular officers. So I can see, and you know how I am about attorneys, okay? I can see how this actually would be clearly a beneficial thing, especially for the average people that don't do any research. But I can see how it'd be a benefit for I as well to have a witness of anything that may conspire between A to Z.
Good place, man.
Sir, you should.
It's up to you.
You can take.
You sure you have steam or feel safe to do so? This isn't court right now. I am talking to you as a driver. Again, she's not the one driving. What I need you to do is use the shoulder, get up to speed, move over when you feel safe to do so. Again, your lawyer is the one driving right now. I need you to end the chat once you get done with this. Drive safe. Just know that we are doing speed enforcement all the way to Wisconsin.
It sounds like that was the end of the interaction.
That also is mad.
Okay. Yeah, so you do have the option to contest the citation.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. You know, each state is different, but it should have all the instructions on there for you of how to contest it.
Okay.
Do you have any more questions about this incident?
Do I get a copy of this video?
Yeah, you can get a copy of this video if you just reach out to support. They can provide that to you.
Too easy. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate your time.
No problem. You too. Go ahead and end the chat with your pen and have a great day.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, what's my pin?
Obviously, we have no say whether or not an officer writes you a ticket, but the app has absolutely been shown to de-escalate encounters where officers are far too heated for anyone's good. We're currently working on ways to help with aftercare for events where a citation is issued.
Alrighty. So, if you haven't done it yet, go to Lackluster. He's got oops of good videos out there and all that kind of stuff. And there you guys go. I mean, you can see how riled up that officer was. And if I was in there, he probably would have me jerked out of the car and put it away from my family and sent me to the back and you know, may actually put me in jail because I want to clarify everything, you know. Are you going to use this against me in court at all? Which they are. That's the reason why they ask for driver's license and insurance registration, is to use it against you in court. And which I think it's a bypass law, bypassing the Constitution. Okay? Remember, they say, well, we got fast cars now, they could be in Oklahoma. Well, back in the day, they had fast horses. But the founding fathers never said, hey, make sure you give your name and address and all that. That way we could track your horse down. Or your buggy. You know, you had to have a warrant first. That means, you know, the sheriff would have to turn around, go back to the courts, get a warrant, and then go rechase you. Unless the crime happened in front of the sheriff, obviously. But there we go, people. Stretch this out a little too long. Anyway, I can see this being a benefit. And I think in these cases, you know how I am. I'm hesitant, but agreeing that this would be actually a good benefit. Whether you're like me, want to challenge everything and use as a witness, or to keep everything in a calm manner and not have the officer go outside his scope and, you know, cause harm, damages, and losses to you, right? All right, this will be the People News. Bye, y'all.